Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio for the Newsfirst team. I'm Jawad Abdeen. We start off with a look at your headlines.
Newsfirst headline.
And making headlines, police SI and sergeant arrested over alleged links to drug dealers. Another 716 suspects arrested under Operation Yuktia. World Bank Vice President for South Asia commends Sri Lanka's progress. In international news, airlines scramble to change routes after reported explosions in Iran. And in sports, Chamari Athapaththu sets a big goal for T20 World Cup. And now moving on to stories in detail. In local news, a police sub-inspector and a sergeant have been arrested by the Criminal Investigation Department. Police spokesperson DIG Attorney at Law Nihal Talduwa says they were arrested over alleged links to drug dealers. Now, the arrested police inspector is attached to the Mawatagama police station, while the police sergeant is attached to the Doratiyawa police station in Kurunagala. The police spokesperson says a suspect arrested by the sub-inspector was given a mobile phone to talk to another person while he was being held in the police cell. And now moving on to more local news. In Operation Yuktia, another 716 suspects have been arrested in island-wide raids in line with Operation Yuktia. Police say they were arrested in 728 raids. Police have seized 176 grams of heroin and 83 grams of ice in raids covering the western province. Police say 483 suspects were arrested in raids conducted so far in the western province. And now moving on to more local news in terms of the IMF spring meetings, which is currently happening in Washington as well, and also the World Bank. And new update, the World Bank's Vice President for the South Asia region, Martin Razor, has commended Sri Lanka on the progress made with steady implementation of World Bank supported reforms. Posted on X, State Minister of Finance Shehan Semasingh has said Reza recollected the situation Sri Lanka was in just a few months ago and opined that the country is in a far better position. Today, the State Minister said the forthcoming reforms that will unlock the next round of World Bank financing was discussed, and Martin Reza assured continued support to Sri Lanka. With that, we wrap up all the local news we have for you in this edition. Now we move on to your international news.
International news.
In international news, airlines scramble to quickly change flight paths over Iran, diverting to alternate airports or returning planes to their points of origin in response to the temporary airspace and airport closures following the reported explosions in Iran's city of Isfahan, according to flight tracking data. Now, flight restrictions over the Iranian airspace have since been lifted. Earlier, Iran closed its airports in Tehran, Shiraz and Isfahan after the reported explosions and cleared flights from the western portion of its airspace for a few hours, according to flight tracking website Flight Radar 24. With that, now we move on to your update on sports.
Sports news.
And in sports, Sri Lanka are yet to qualify for either the T20 World Cup or the ODI World Cup, but their captain Chamari Athapaththu has already set a goal for them if they get there. Now, after Sri Lanka ended their South African tour with a 6-wicket win in the third ODI, she said, I quote, I want to see my team in the semi-finals of the World Cup. She added, I've worked so hard in the last 15 years and I've achieved a few things as a player, but as a captain, I want to do more. I want to see my team in the semi-finals of this World Cup. That is my wish, she said. Now, the veteran Sri Lankan player also revealed that she was considering a retirement in the near future. She said, my retirement is very soon. I can't mention dates, but very soon. For now, I'm always looking after the young girls. I've built a young team and I want to see these young girls in the World Cup one day, is what she had to say. With that, we wrap up this editions of Yes We wrap up this edition rather of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I've been Juad Abdin. Stay tuned as we bring you more of the very latest. Thank you for watching.